When you hear the word drought, what do you picture? A hot, dusty field? Dried up streams and ponds? Sunny days with no rain? How about brown lawns and water restrictions? I'm WeatherBug meteorologist Rachel Peterson. It takes several months of no rain for an area to be considered in a drought. But a drought isn't just a lack of rainfall. It could be a shortage of snowfall in the mountains and a deficit of water in the reservoirs. Drought is a normal part of climate and can happen almost anywhere. For example, Arizona and Maine have very different climates, but drought occurs in both states. Maine's driest year was still wetter than Arizona's wettest year, yet Arizona isn't considered in a drought. The effects of drought vary from place to place as well, depending on how people use water. A shortage in rainfall can impact farming and wildlife, city water supplies, tourism and recreation, as well as things like producing energy. In some parts of the world, drought can even mean a shortage of food. If you're a farmer, drought could mean you don't have enough water in the soil to grow crops, or for pastures to produce enough grass for livestock. It may be a shortage of water in the reservoirs and streams, and irrigation may be restricted. If you live in the city, drought may impact watering the grass, trees, and other plants. Oftentimes, people are asked to conserve water that they use inside their homes and outside their homes. Another way to think of drought is in the term of supply and demand. The water that comes from the rain is the supply. During a drought, the amount of available water is reduced, so people must decrease their demand or use of water until the rain returns to normal. The reason a place doesn't always get the rain or snow it needs has to do with weather and climate. Wind causes the clouds that bring rain to move around the earth. Over the years, patterns are established, creating our climate. But sometimes these patterns change, bringing less or more rain than expected. When drought occurs, it can have far-reaching impacts because water is such an important part of our lives. For example, in 1993, a ridge of high pressure became established over the southeast, causing a severe drought that cost $1.3 billion in damage. Drought is considered a natural disaster. When you hear that word and damage totals like $1.3 billion, people usually think of hurricanes or earthquakes, perhaps tornadoes. Basically events that are sudden and frightening that cause great deals of damage and devastation, and you can see the damage immediately. When a drought occurs, it can take a long time before the impact is noticed and the effects are felt, but that doesn't mean it's any less serious or dangerous.